Alright, Flight, thank you so much for your patience. I went ahead and set it up, and it looks like everything is working just fine. I did a little additional setup here to teleport the winning player to the area as well. Let me go ahead and run a test so you can see what's going on, and then I can show you the settings so you can compare and contrast. So let's do it. Alright, so this is where the players will be, and then the player is downed and teleported. The winner is teleported as well. All structures are gone and exploded, and the explosive device is reset so they can go back and start again. So now that you see that, let me show you what's going on with the structure here. And if anybody else watches this back, maybe this will help you as well with this mechanic. If you are also continuing to have issues with your explosive device and you see this is behaving normally but yours isn't, double check your settings, and if it still isn't right, it might be a bug. So be sure to record and report. Alright, so let me go ahead and start with the explosive device settings. And this is optional. You can turn this to no if you don't want them to hear the sound. And for functions, we are exploding when receiving from the down but not out device for team 1 or team 2. So this is inverse will be your if else clause there. Let's see, and then we're going to reset when receiving from the timer device, and then there's no events. Right? And then the down but not out device. Again, this is all optional depending on what you want for your game. So I'm just showing you so you can see it is for a specific team. And the device has to be enabled, and we're going to revive the player when the timer is successful. For events, once the player is downed, we're going to send an event to the explosive device to explode and to teleport that player on that team. And the same for team 2. Functions are specific for players on team 2. It's going to enable when players from team 2 is spawned, and revive upon success on the timer. Events are the same, explode when they're down, and teleport to the team 2 teleporter. And here are the teleporter settings. Feel free to slow that down if that was too fast and go back. Functions, teleport when receiving from down but not out device when the player's down. And this is the new thing that I added, player reference on activated. Events, when they're teleported, we're going to send an event to the timer device, reviver to start, and this timer will start, and after 3 seconds have passed, it's going to revive the player. So let's take a look at that. And for functions, we're going to start when receiving from, of course, when the players are teleported. On success, we're going to send an event to the explosive device to reset itself, the down but not out device for team 1 and team 2 to revive the player, and then for the player reference device for team 1 or team 2 to activate. And then for the teleporter here, this one's assigned to team 1. And the functions you can see here are quite the same, except it's specific to team 1. And the event, the timer device will start, which should already be binded if you prefer to set it up this way. Now the new thing I added was the player reference device. If the mutator zone wasn't acting so buggy, there would be a mutator zone here that would teleport the player. It would enable once the timer runs out and teleport whatever players in this area to the other area over here, so players can restart the game and be sent back. However, since it is buggy, this is an alternate method. The player reference device is very, it's really cool. I really like it. Like, you can do so much with it. You can reference specific players within a game and, call certain events for those specific players. So that's what I'm doing here. When the player is spawned, they're registered to the player reference device. And so this will be team 2 spawn. They'll be registered here, and then team 1 spawn, they'll be registered here, right? And then if you take a look here at the settings, and we'll just go to the functions, they're registered when they're spawned, and it's not going to activate until the timer device is successful. It's going to enable when they're spawned, and then when it's activated, it's going to teleport that player. All right, so again, it won't be activated until the timer device is successful. So that basically means when another player eliminates another player and that player is teleported, this device that the player is registered to will not be activated until the timer is successful. So they can be anywhere in this area, they're still going to be teleported once the timer is successful. And this is an alternate method. Once the mutator zones are back and running, you could definitely go back to that, or if you want to continue exploring this option, you definitely should. I definitely use it for specific reasons in my games. So, it's a great workaround for sure. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run a test again so that you can see how it is working. Alright, and you can see I'm registered here to this device. Again, in an active game, you can put it behind somewhere so players can't see it. Player is knocked down. They're revived as soon as the other player comes back, and they can continue the game. Alright, if you're going to continue the setup, just note that when they're teleported back, you're not going to be using the game spawning pads. You're going to be using most likely a teleporter. So have them re-register to the device if their teams switch. If not, just have them register to the same device if they're going to be in the same team for a number of rounds. So yeah, that's it. It looks like it's working. Everything is cool, and I hope this review has helped. You set you on your way. All right. Bye.